interest that allowed a lot of politicians to visit the ICANN Center. We had the Premier here, we had the Minister of Economic Opportunities now, Community Safety. I had such a lot of people here. Even the universities now are coming to visit, the professors, the doctors, coming to learn how this ICANN Center model, how we've actually changed it in communities, because they could never get it right. Tshwane University of Technology, Vaal University, all those big universities are coming to this ordinary facility and wanting to know what we are doing and what are we also doing different. So training 6,500 citizens was actually a huge task, resulting in where they calculated, and we track where all our students go, we track who's unemployed, and I don't easily sleep at night if people are unemployed, up until they are employed. That's the reason why we always request our students to continue engaging, because opportunities arise. In 2015 I had to run to companies to get my students employed. Now it's not like that, they're coming to me. We have become the feeder in Western Cape for all other learners. College of Cape Town want our students, all these big EOH, as Mr. Abrams have mentioned, the Dimension Data, iNet, all these IT companies. And I make sure that every pipeline that we develop has that kind of feeder. The IT technicians, these companies are like sharks because they are waiting for these students to finish. Some of them are going to go on EOH, and some of them are going to get a stipend. I'm going to tell you now, not less than 5,000. I don't know if they have told you that, but it's not going to be less than 5,000 for some of them. Some are going to be more, some is different. But here, what is happening now is that we are changing the narrative in South Africa. I have a lot of attention. So your success becomes my success. Meaning that I must make sure that all my students find jobs. I want to get to a point in March, Lord willing, 2019, to say 0% unemployment on all the students that have trained in Simplicity. That's my personal target that I have, to make sure that you must find work. And that's the reason why I'm partnering. For those that follow me on Facebook would see, I do not always check in, but there's a lot of work that we do. And things are being changed. Education is really expensive. I need to say that to you. We're dealing with organizations that is offering more or less the same what we're offering in the landscape of international certification, and we're charging less. And we are not charging their costing. So they are even coming to us and ask, how are we doing it? And tonight I need to say to you, is because I have a passionate and a dedicated team that understands my heartbeat, understands my vision, and understand that we need to broaden our horizons. There are, and most of you felt, yes, but the CITI accreditation is the traditional route. Yes, I agree with you on that. But if your child is going to go to Namibia or Zimbabwe, if there's an IT opportunity, those countries up in Africa won't know CITI, but they will know the international certification. And that is what is happening in South Africa. South Africa is the only country that has its own certification. And there's a lot of challenges attached to it. But we understand that, but we offer international certification. Meaning that the international certification is matched already to SAQA or CITI qualification. So I'm dealing even with CITI on that level to understand. But what is happening in the workplace? If an employer sees, oh, it's a Microsoft certificate, oh, it's an Adobe certificate, and he has to look at that Northlink certificate with that results and see computer level 1 and computer level 2, he has no idea what that statement means. But he understands your certificate because he can go Google it, read through it, and know the level of this child. And we are changing that narrative. Also, these international courses that we offer were always meant for the workforce who were already employed because they can actually afford it. It was never given to the people on the ground because it was too expensive. But we have changed that story. We have changed that story where the costing and what we charge is less. And you have seen, because if people see your certificate, they believe in you and they believe in the ICANN and what we produce. There's so many success stories out there, I'm just not going to touch on it, but this is one, two children at We Think Code. One of them I heard now recently, in her first year of coding, is basically that she lives now in Cape Town, and she can use the money that they pay her on this program to go rent a flat and stay there because her training facility is in Waterfront. These are the things that are changing. If I go to the City of Cape Town building, it's impossible for someone not to call me and say, hey, Mr. Scholz, you know I'm here, and all that stuff. It's endless, the change that we are making in communities. And I need to tell you, you may not have heard anything maybe back from where you applied, but we are going to work on your behalf and assist you in that matter, because that is my vision. And what makes us unique is in what we offer. Today, I went to a company in Bergvliet, and this boss was honest enough, a white man, to say, listen here, we do not have enough colored people or even black people here. And he's in the world of animation. He's asking me, how can I help him? Because it seems like people do not want to go into this field. They are doing these 3D movies that our kids go and watch with the 3D glasses. They are doing actually that movies. And they're doing it for not only South Africa, but actually worldwide animation being done in South Africa. And they asked me, how can you help us? I said, that is not a problem. That is why we're here. We're going to help you build animators. I don't have an animator lecturer yet, but that's how I am. I'll tell you, I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. We are going to find that person. Are we going to develop that person? That is possible. So now, in the world of animation, it's only a certain group of people that is penetrating that market, but they want to change the color in that market, and they're speaking to us, a place in Elsies River. They have no idea where Elsies River is, because they must still come to me. And the last time I had people coming to me that had never been, they ended up in Easter River because they typed it wrong. They were supposed to type Elsies River, but they ended up in Easter River. But this place has attracted a lot of people. And you're part of this value system, because your success is my success. And wherever you are. So I just want to share that with you, everyone sitting here. What you have done, how you invested your money in your child. Your certificate, giving you a hint, is recognized throughout the whole of Africa. Let me tell you that in other African countries, that certificate exists and it's relevant. Get your visa, because there's work in the whole of Africa. When I went to Rwanda and I told them what I was doing, these people were all over me. I'm going again in March. I'm planning to go in March back to Rwanda to go and help, because they have a vision in 2021 that those people can move to the front, because the person there, that those people want to be trained. And when I came back, I had a deeper appreciation of life. And the two words I have, no excuse. I'm going to end with this. In 1994, Rwanda had a genocide, killing up to more than 800,000 people, mostly men. They took us to the stadiums because there was these tribal fights. And they showed us the stadium. They said they locked up all the people in the stadium, and they actually burned these people. These people were shouting, they were crying, and there was a point in time where they didn't know what to do. All the young people that I've met as all their uncles and their aunts, those passed away. And it was very sad. And they took me to the memorial site, which was the famous site where a museum was built. And we had to see how these people were slaughtered. Mrs. Scholz couldn't handle what she saw on the TV. She walked out, she cried. I went through the whole process, but the memorial site had also had that kind of presence where you felt that heaviness. because it was a sadness and where people were buried. And standing there, and because I'm a believer and I'm a pastor, I do understand the spiritual realm. And the one thing that I came back was these people didn't want to die. They still have so much to live for, but they lost their lives. And I came back with a deeper appreciation. Rwanda today is called the Singapore of Africa. They have done more what South Africa and these few political parties have done. They have done more. They attract investment worldwide. And they're building big talent. When they heard what I was doing, I have to come back again. And you know why they're successful? And I think the women is going to love it. 60% of the cabinet is women. The president in 1994 said, a lot of men were killed. I need to build up this country. The only way I'm going to build up this country is with women. He went on various programs empowering women. 60% of his cabinet is women. I'm going to add another one. Rwanda is the country that don't actually have corruption. Something to learn from. So women play a very important role. And I'm glad what Cyril Ramaphosa is doing now, appointing women in positions, because it gives that kind of power. A woman has the ability to multiply things. You give me 100 rand, I just throw petrol in, and I make sure that I have airtime. You give 100 rand to a woman, so she gaan 15 rand se aardappels koop, she's going to do all that stuff, and she's going to have the ability to multiply. With that president making that decision, that country is the Singapore of Africa. Lastly on that country, the Saturday morning when I woke up, I couldn't understand why the whole place was quiet. It was what we call public day. The whole of Rwanda had to leave what they were doing and they had to clean the city and the whole country. Only after 1 o'clock they could resume their task, and then we went on our tour and we went into those villages. And it's a place that's, I'll encourage anyone to go. But really, my traveling there changed my mindset and made me to value more. So students, there's going to come a time where there's going to be opportunity to broaden your horizon. You need to go for that opportunity. And also, if you remain in South Africa, make the best. Wherever you're going to be placed, please, my encouragement to you in conclusion, evolve yourself as an investment. Let the boss say, I can invest in that guy. Show him the value. Show him the extra mile. And if you make that kind of sacrifices, you present yourself as an investment, and they will further invest in you. So your mindset today must be a mindset, how do I position myself to get that salary? If you're not going to position yourself in your mind, you will never get that. You need to think like someone who's already earning 20,000. You need to have that mindset. And if you have the wrong friends that has a different mindset, they will deprive you from where you are supposed to go. Because there are new people that you are supposed to meet. Move on a different mindset, because you're going to get that salary. So, what I ask of you today, position your mind for success, because South Africa has a gap in skills and we're looking for people to invest. And because you already have this investment, you can only grow. And that is my encouragement. I've seen your faces and how you walk through these corridors. It's empty now. All of you were always smiling, making a noise, and I would shout, keep quiet. But now we don't see you anymore. And that's the kind of encouragement. And I do not pick certain people, but sometimes I'm on a lot of people's cases. If I see them, especially that young man standing there, sitting there, I'm always on his case to motivate him. And I think, just to add, I know this is going to become up, but one person that really motivated me was when someone went to Northern Cape and he said, I'm going to continue my studies. I proposed to him to end his studies in 6 months. He said, no, I'm going to finish it. And that young man, he can just raise his hand, he's sitting here today. He showed me there's no excuse. He was not in class, he sat with his books, he communicated. We streamed him live in. And that's the kind of endurance that we have. And if we can have value like that, it can bring a change. So once again, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Schultz. Ay, talang. Talagang iprabaia. Okay, ek dink almal van ons is nou al excited en kan nie wag nie, ons het al sulke honger en ons moet eet. So ons kry eers al die formalities uit die pad uit en dan gaan ons lekker eet en gesellig wees. So, can I get all the facilitators, Mr. Abrams and Mr. Johannes here please? Mr. Stevenson? Okay, Mr. Stevenson, you can come. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en heren, your hands and my hands, we're gonna call on our first group of students. They are the IT web specialist learners. They obtained three certifications. So I'm going to call on Yami Tungai. Put your hands together for Yami. Congratulations on your achievements. That is Yami. Yami comes all the way for class. Yes, that's the sacrifice and the dedication that he made. All the way from Hobay. Next, I'm going to call on Mr. Abrams. Mr. Abrams, we're going to start with your 6 months IT technician learners. So, Randall Michaels. Let's welcome Randall Michaels. The modules that they covered are IC3, Digital Literacy Certification, Intro to Project Management, IT Fundamentals, as well as MTA Networking Fundamentals. So all of them, they obtained 5 certificates. 5 international certificates. Once again, Randall Michaels. Our next student we're going to call on Jeremy Peasley. Mr. Favorite. When he heard that Jeremy is not going to be present here tonight, Mr. sê, daar sê 'n manier dat Jeremy nie hier gaan wees nie. Bel net sy mense en sê Jeremy moet kom. So Jeremy, to say it, he is our second disabled learner. Our previous one, he has his own company today. He studied digital photography. He's in a wheelchair and I always say he's always on the roll. And I almost op sy rolstoel. And we send him on various learnerships, workshops for entrepreneurship. He got a sponsorship, a company that sponsored his full photography kit. Today he's a photographer, do the events, everything. He apologized that he couldn't make it tonight. He's out in those graduations. You will see if you walk down in the corridor, there's a newspaper article of him. Waited for time. Jeremy is our second one. Niks en niemand moet jou terughou van suksesie. Nie jou gebrekkie, niks nie. Toe Moses sit aan tafel gesit het die Here guns aan hom bewys. People don't see your disability unless you show it to them. En ons kyk verby daai. So Jeremy, baie geluk. Kan daar iets goed uit wale gemaak het? next learner, we're gonna call on Lemilio. Lemilio is also obtaining IC3 Digital Literacy Certification, Intro to Project Management, IT Fundamentals, as well as MTA Networking Fundamentals. Lemilio's mom, very proud of his son. Congratulations, Lemilio. Our next learner is Henry Fritz. Let's put our hands together for Henry Fritz. Just 2 weeks ago, a family relative of Henry got bumped here outside. A taxi bumped her. She was on her way here, and almal skree, "Daai's Henry se mense, daai's Henry se mense." En ek sê, "Here, die kind het maklik hierna toe gekom." En ons is toe nou hier buitekant. Moes dit sommer self die ambulance gaan haal, van hulle te lank gevat. Is ons mense. Ons eie mense. Our next learner, Cheslin Benjamin. Baie sag, baie nederig, hy's net stil. Cheslin, ek wil hê jy moet skree vanaand by die mense. Well done, Cheslin. Sien jy, hy's baie saggies. Our next learner, Joseph Smith. Net so saggies. Oh, dank jy maar. Wie julle? Mense wat mos op 'n college is of op so 'n plek, is mos baie my ma moet nie saam met my sien of you know, they tag-alongs. Maar Joseph se mense, ma, sister en sister, hulle almal kom vra Joseph net iets. Hulle is almal saam. En dat jy hulle aankyk, hulle het almal een gesig. The next learner, Nikita Pico. I am proud that I see female to be IT technician. We are about to fill the gap in the industry. I always say, this is my belief, that women, we are the bedrock of society. Hulle kan nie sonder ons nie. Yes. So, Nikita, well done and congratulations. Our next learner is Clinton Newman. Ja, die maar is 11s. Nou Clinton, daar's Clinton se ma en Clinton se oupa. Hier kom ons familie. Nee. Ek kon nie glo die dag toe sy ouers hier in van hom praat nie. Dit het my hart geroer om te sien dat daar's nog 'n oupa wat invest in 'n klein kind. Daai auntie het 'n hele storie vir my vertel. Ek sê, wow. Is net die Here. But you know what? Ons almal gaan deur baie challenges. En as ons die mense gewys het vir mense nie, kon ons vir hulle weggewys het. Clinton still needs to write exam. There's still exams that he still need. That's not always certification. 'n ander institution sal hom eens nog nie gehad het nie. Just incomplete. But here we complete you. No excuse. Ek weier dat iemand hier uit moet stap. Disappointed. Die Here sal ons in gerig genoem. So hier's dan hulle exam priority. No, we keep it pending. Dan as jy reg is, al kom jy die nuwe jaar terug. Dit wag vir jou. Jy gaan dit kry. Is joune. So Clinton, ek is excited vir 2019. Vir wat God in jou lewe gaan doen.
Ek wil net 'n comment maak op Clinton. Who knows where Summer Greens is? There are many a times he doesn't have taxi fare. He walks from Summer Greens to come to class. And that is the note that I want to end with. There is no excuse.
So, the next two learners, they are actually 4. It's supposed to be 4, but the only 2 of them are here. I believe that they are cousins. Muhammad Kamar and Nasser Abrams. We are also in collaboration with various community organizations also. Mense, daar is mense wat daar hart het vir mense. Wat nie opgee op mense nie. And these learners came all the way from Menenberg. Daar wat hulle guns skiet en hulle is erger dan Elsies. But they are here today. And we are proud to say that and to thank also one of the organizations, Sansaf, who sponsored these learners to study. So I'm going to call on Muhammad Kamar as he makes his way to the front. Let's put our hands together for Muhammad. IC3 Digital Literacy Certification, Intro to Project Management, IT Fundamentals, as well as MTA Networking Fundamentals. Muhammad, baie saggies. Hy is saggies voorbij. He will just come in the office. Sometimes dan sê hy mos nou salam alaikum. En dan is dit nou hy wil dit nou terugtrek en hy wil nou nie daai gesê het nie. Hy sê nee, alaikum salam. En dan groet ek hom terug. En dan onmiddellik sien ek nie, is Muhammad oral. Muhammad voel nou sommer nou peace. En as hy toe gaan tyd is en dan klop Muhammad gou maar net weer aan die deur. En dan sê julle maak my moeg. So the next one, Nasser Abrams. Ek wil nog agter die storie kom van die couples thingy. I'm not aware of that. Even though ons gesê het, hier is alles vir jou, hier kry jy sommer jou deel. Hulle het nie na die kantoor toe gekom nie, hulle was nie die gebid nie. Ons het niks gehoor van die Here af nie. Daar was niks goedkeuring gegee nie. I'm not aware of that. Yes, hier is facilitators wat getrou het met studente. Ja. And they are happily married. Because hulle kom klop aan die deur. Ons sê vir hulle, niemand date hier mekaar nie. Facilitator gaan nie uit met die studentie. As dit nou regtig ding is, ek kan dit mos nou nie teestaan nie. Maar daar is 'n orde. Keep it professional. Gaan nie in julle pad staan nie. Maar laat niemand nog weet nie. Ons sien net die dag van die troue. And they are happily married. Hier ons hulle gesê, is alles vir julle. So that was our IT technician, six months learners. Our next group, we're gonna call on our IT server engineer learners, 1 year duration. Hulle het 'n lang pad gestap. You know what I love about this group? All of them enrolled for 6 months duration. En dan kom hulle by hulle einde en dan sê hulle, "Mamma, sis, ons wil oorgaan na die ander kant toe." En dan sê, "Weet julle wat wag vir julle aan die ander kant?" En ek het hulle laat vaar na die ander kant toe. Hulle weet wat hulle gekry het. These learners het 'n lang pad gestaan. I'm gonna call on your hands and my hands together for Siobhan Papier. All of them obtained 10 international certifications. 10. Alles is sommer net so nie.
This 1 year certificate that we as a team have developed is equivalent to 1 year and a half at College of Cape Town, the same modules, a year and a half. Go check out the pricing what's against what we do. These guys did it in 1 year and they passed.
So the modules that they covered, IC3, Digital Literacy Certification, Project Management Fundamentals, CompTIA and IT Fundamentals, MTA Network Fundamentals, Microsoft Office Specialists, MTA Security Fundamentals, MTA Server Administration Fundamentals, Cyber Security Essentials. Just like that. It's a full package. Our next learner, Jared Franklin. Sien jy hy wil nog. Nee, heel jaar is hy stil. Ek watch hom nou die laaste paar dae. En toe lekker nou hier kom hy uit sy dop uit. En toe dat ek is nou klaar met julle. Nou wys ek vir julle wie ek regtig is. En ek sê, Jared, ek dink met jy kan praat nie. That is Jared. Our next student is daar. My ouchie. My bird. Cole my bird. Last but not least, for the IT server engineer, Cameron Sars. Cameron Sars. Ek probeer om te dink, wat kan ek nog aan Cameron sê? Oh, baie gelukkig. Daar is Cameron se dametjie. Ek was 'n bietjie verbaas die dag. She attends, no, she matriculated this year at JJ Meiring. Ek check julle uit. Ek follow julle. Yes. No, hoor nou gou. See? Sy auntie glad vir my, en nie sy ken my. But what I didn't know is that she is Cameron's dingetjie, after of something. And then her mother inboxed me because her mother saw what we do on Facebook. And she needed to write her final CAT exams. Ons is technology. And die ma het my ge-inbox and die mother, can't we just prepare for final exam? And ek sê vir die mother, but why didn't she come in our winter school project where they wrote the matriculants? The IC3 exam. They obtained an international certification while being in matric. These learners got it now. But that was a winter school project that we had with the matriculants of this year. And she missed out on that one. And the mother said she saw it too late on Facebook. And I said, okay, here's ons. And Mr. Abram did a one-on-one with her in the exam room. Ek sal seker maar nou wag vir die results. And she came and she did the prep for the exam. She wrote the exam. I believe that she's going to be successful in the scoring. But I noticed it must know something. Ken julle mekaar?
Wat was hy daar? Beach day.
Beach day vir die matriculants. Nou bel die ma vir my, die ma wil cancel because she needs to go to beach day. Ek weet nie, wat is beach day nie? En ek sê, maar mevrou, wat is belangrik vir julle dogter? Die beach day of die? Yes. I'm gonna phone Courtney now and just speak to her. Weet julle wat? Beach day het vir haar gewag. Yes. Toe sy hier klaar is, toe sien ek Cameron is die ene wat saam met haar hier uit beach. En ek follow vir hulle uit. You know why I can say beach het vir haar gewag? Toe wag die hele DJ's hier op 'n gang, buite kan nie draai. Wag vir hulle transport. Niks gaan begin tensy hulle twee nie daar is. Beach day het vir haar gewag, but you know what? You did put your education first. Vir my kan wees, moenie net die uiterlike dop hou nie. Yes, en agterna gaan julle sien out you out. In your income out you out. No? So, Courtney, ons gaan nou wag vir Courtney se results. Courtney nou matriekbord toe gegaan. En ek sê, die foto's, ek gaan die Cameron sy hele profile. En toe invite ek sommer vir haar op Facebook. Ek wil sien julle activities en waar gaan julle wat doen julle in. But Courtney, thank you for motivating him and also Cameron for motivating Courtney om haar education eerste te sit. En dan aan Cameron se ouma. Ja, ek het nog 'n ouma gesien. Ja, hier is 'n ouma. Yes, laat ek weet ek het nog 'n ouma gehad. Ek het vandag nie meer ouma nie. Die ouma, hy is haar lewe wat daar sit. Hulle sê, 'n kind se pad oop, respect jou ouers. Cameron, as haar iemand is na die toe jy moet give back, dan is dit jou ouma. Ek dink ek het jou pa ook gewoon in verlede week. But is die auntie. It's because of her that you are today. Sy mag uit die reins uit kom. Sy gaan hou nie veel soos die reins in die reins. Ja. Klink soos 'n man. Yes, thank you, Mr. Abrams. You know, this one is not here tonight. He got sick. Tobin Vollenhoven. He is currently volunteering also here at the ICANN Center. He's a slow, just like good. Hy's baie stil, hy's sag verby. Sy pa het vir ons gesê, ruk my kind net los. Hy's Engels, hy's stil, hy's soos 'n muis, pieperig. Ek sê, mister, moenie vir my kwaadlik neem. As Tobin eendag aan huis toe kom en sê, mister, sit hom verskree nie. Hy sê, mevrou, ek wil hê jy moet dit met hom doen. Gee net so 'n skrik uit die pa wil dit hê, moet net. En nou die staf, almal weet nou, hy sê hulle assignment met Tobin. Hy sê, hierdie kind wil maak nie. Laat hom net met jou praat en laat hom net uit sy dop uitkom. Almal Tobin, heel dag. Tobin is soos 'n jou, 'n tol, alles gelyk. Dis why almal Tobin. But Tobin is not here tonight, but we still celebrate him. So our next group, I'm going to call on Mr. Johannes for the office administration. Julle het ons gehoor, ek sê vroeër, unqualified. Ek het die Here my gekwalify. Terwyl ek hier gewees het, my 4 jaar se stap, het hy dit sy plig gemaak. Almal die goed wat hulle nou gedoen het. I've been there, ek het deur dit gegaan. And I can proudly say that I was also one of the facilitators for the office admin course? Yes. So I'm first going to start with the 3 months. We have 3 months duration, 6 months, and 1 year duration for the office admin learners. So our 3 months learners, the first one goes to Cameron Johnson. Let's put our hands together for Cameron. Modules that they covered: IC3, digital literacy certification, project management fundamentals, business communication fundamentals, business entrepreneurship essentials, as well as understanding the office environment. Congratulations, Cameron. Our next learner, we're gonna call on Pumeza Kwatsa. Let's put our hands together for Pumeza. I saw now recently, sy soek vir iemand daar, ek dink is haar helfte. Is it other half? Is he here? Hey, not here. Okay. Nou, ek weet nie hoeveel waarheid is hier in nou nie. Ek het gesien laatst, I saw last week on your Facebook account that you updated your status and you said that you are married. Is that true, man?
No, I'm not married, but the reason why I wrote that status, I was trying to attract my friends on Facebook, so I wanted them to comment, so I'll get so many likes and comments. So, actually, by next year, June, I'll just say I'm divorced.
Congratulate you on Facebook. I was thinking, me man, she would have said something. Her boss would have invited us to the wedding. So thank you for answering, not just me, everyone. Our next learner, Chrisleen Chafter. Chrisleen Chafter. Congratulations, Chrisleen. Baie goed gemanier. Sy sal altyd die anders wat so uit die wind is teregwys. Altyd. Ek waar gekry aan die man?
Waar die man?
Dis wat hy het nie dit geweet nie. Our next learner, the last one for the 3 months, goes to Joanne Scholes. Joanne, make your way to the front. Joanne was net bekommerd oor koosfees. Ek dink jy kan elke week koosfees. Is nog nie die einde van die maand nie, jy worry al nou al van koosfees. Sy was toe tyd gewees, up to tyd. Baie min gepraat, toe gewy. So, our next group is going to be our 6 months. I'm going to call on Shannon Fortain. Let's put our hands together for Shannon. Now Shannon While Shannon was still studying here at the Icon Center, she was in the last month, we had a workshop with social development. And the lady het net vir Shannon gelys. Want Shannon is so babagierig. Yes, miss, no, miss, yes, sir, no, sir. Shannon wil net 'n hand uitsteek. En die auntie sien ook die auntie vir Shannon. En ek dink, ja, hy is nou net verbaas. Kry mens nog sulke kinders wat nog so kinderlik is. En onmiddellik het daai dametjie Shannon guns gevind in die dame se oë. En sy sê vir my, kan ek die dametjie se besonderhede kry? Ek sê met graagte mevrou. En ek stuur dit aan, die goed wat ek nie gehad het, ek vir Shannon gevra om aan te stuur. Ek sê vir jou ma, omdat dit sommer nou die next dag nog vir my bring. En onmiddellik toe kry Shannon 'n werk by City of Cape Town Social Development Department. Data capture. En ek sê maar, as nie hoe jy gaan begin nie, you gonna walk your way up there. Bewys net jouself. Laat hulle maar nie dink jy kan net uit te vat capture. Jy moes ander goedes ook geleer. Jy gaan in 'n kantoor sit. Jou eie office. Jou eie laptop. Jou eie stoel. En ons spreek die goed uit oor hulle. En dit moet in vervulling kom. Amen. Amen. Our next learner, I'm going to call on Nicoline Wynand. As we speak, Nicoline says, was veronderstel, she was supposed to volunteer here at the IDA. Julle het dan ons wel gesien daarvoor, nee? Net as toe die klaar gemaak, based op haar conditie, die situasie wat sy self al bevind het, Nicoline het haar mami verloor 2 maande terug, nee? Ja. En Nicoline sê vir my, mis, ek weet nie hoe gaan ek het maak by die huisie. Because why? A mother sustained them. En ek sê vir haar, ek kan nou vir jou geld, kan ek nie vir jou gee nie, en sê, maak so of so nie. Maar ons gaan die Here vertrou. En ek vertel vir Mister, en ek sê vir hom, okay, ons kan nou nie vir, ons nie volunteers, ek gaan vir haar laat kom om te volunteer. En ek vraag vir haar bereidwillig om te volunteer, sy sê, ja, maar solang ek net weet, ek gaan ergens kom. In jou menslikheid nou aan, vandag, niemand wil redig volunteer nie. Because why, jy het die geld nodig. En ek sê, sy is 'n ma van 'n kind, sy het nou 'n huis wat sy moet onderhou. Is onmoontlik dat die kind moet volunteer. Ons kan nie van baie gee nie, maar wat is u bereid? Nou, dit is nou nie uit die werk uit ons self uit. Ek is bereid om aan my salaris te gee, hy is bereid om aan sy salaris te gee. But so that she can get something. En sy was tevrede met dit. Maar in haar bereidwilligheid kom die Here deur vir haar. And people approach us. And we get a stipend for her. En sy kry nou die stipend, maar ons is mos nie tevrede met dit, because we don't settle for anything less. Sy het mos hard gestudeer. Ons is tevrede, but I'm not going to accept this, I'm not going to settle with this. En God maak net nog 'n deur oop. In 2019 met die ware, gaan jy permanent aangestel word by G-CITI. En ek kry jou volle salaris. Nie 'n voluntary checkie en ook nie 'n stipend nie, maar 'n payslip. Kyk maar na my toe, as jy terugkom, nee? You know what? As Lincoln? Lincoln? Wat sê maar? What is my favorite? Can't be. Is die een van die studente wat weet?
Chocolate.
Of moet ek nou 'n review? Julle sien mos enige tyd wat leer op my dis.
Chocolate.
What kind of chocolate? No, it is your diet. Oh, na there we go. Dito na chocolate. Okay, so moving on to our 1-year students. Mrs. Check the Box. Anastasia van Roy. Let's put our hands together for Anastasia van Roy. Modules, they obtain 7 certificates. IC3, Digital Literacy, Project Management Fundamentals, Business Communication Fundamentals, Business Entrepreneurship Essentials, Understanding the Office Environment, Accounting Applications, Microsoft Office Specialist, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, Meeting Procedures and Minute Taking, Report Writing Fundamentals. Full package. Julle moet in 'n office instap. The next one we call on Labika Camphor. Now, Halapa. Labika is the sister of Jeremy. Sy kyk baie mooi agter Jeremy. Sy priest. Labika is baie lief vir mense. Kikkies, die Muslims, I love that about them. They know what it is to give. They are so prosperous in life because of their giving. As hier 'n event is, ek het myself gesê ek gaan nie vir Labika sê van dit nie. Labika is hier deur 'n boodskap wat sy vanmiddag gekry het. Kom na die graduation. En as Labika voor dit geweet het, dan het Labika nou 'n pot aklie gemaak en Labika het nou dit gedoen en Labika het 'n tyd gedoen. That's Labika. She supports me in everything that I do here at the center. As dit events is, Labika, Labika, Labika. En ek sê vir hulle vandag, moenie vergeet van Labika. Because they say, Mrs. we don't see a name on the list. I say there's a reason why her name is not on the list. So let's put our hands together for Labika. Our last learner, Mr. Sowen Sawyer. Hierdie mannetjie, hy's op die bol, hy's op die bol, hy's altyd somewhere. Sy Here het baie geld. En hy so dan sê, dan pou sy is hier, dan pou sy daar, dan daar. En check hom uit. Want Nancy nie kan liewe ding. Sowen Sawyer. Soms aan replytjies op hom nie. En dan WhatsApp my 'n e-mail eers. Hy doen dit eers in die regte manier. En agterna sy sien Mrs. daar kon niks doen nie. Dan lê my foon en dan sit ek aan by stil en ek antwoord nie. I'm too busy. Maar ek weet ek moet die ding doen. Ek weet ek moet nog vir hom sê balance nie. Ek weet ek moet nog dit doen en dat. Wag net so 'n bietjie. Ek het wat dit was. En dan kom die WhatsApp hier en dan lees ek nou, hulle sien mos die twee blou goedertjies. Dan sê ek, Here, Mrs. Lisa, wat reply terug hier. En nou hier, môreoggend dan reply terug. Sê ek, hulle hier, I didn't forget about you, bla 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 bla. En so, baie dedicated gewees. Hy het nie opgegee nie. Hy het aangehou. Hy het uithou vermoë gehad. I think he's the last man standing of his class. Ja, baie van hulle het uitgedrop. Why? Because die bel ons vir hulle kom net nie terug nie. No excuse. So, dames en here, kom ons sit ons hande nog 'n keer bymekaar vir ons 2018 leerders G-CITI campus. Did everyone get certificates? Snel. Snel. As ek nou iemand se pakketie. Ja, maar dit. Crystal, where is my seun? Kom. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Lincoln Kibadu. He is the facilitator.